Now, imagine this. Your church looks like that. And your pastor pulls up in a $130,000 Bentley. What's going on? I'm going to bring you guys 45-year-old Reverend Clarence Smith Jr. drives a $140,000 Bentley with money he allegedly stole from a child care, adult care food program now is issued by the Illinois State Board of Education. He's under federal indictment, was already allegedly had a felony for stealing over $100,000 from an elderly man. And they did not even bother to give this pastor a background check. I don't understand how people still give to these type of pastors. Here it is, you getting off the bus, and your pastor pulls up in a Bentley. My man literally had enough money to buy everybody in his congregation Honda Accords. What in the world would the average income in Lawndale is like $25,000. And my man pimping congregation. What's going on, y'all? I got my man is pimping his congregation. $142,000. Imagine what this man crib looked like. Now, my thing is this. So many black millionaires, billionaires, instead of going out and invest in businesses in their community, they go out and buy Bentleys. Now, I wouldn't even be as mad at dude if he had bought like a McDonald's or Wendy's, Jack in the Box, whatever the case, and invested in businesses in the community that hire from the community, that pay taxes in the community, and brought back just as amount of money. With $1 million, you could have had 10 new businesses, right? Wrong. We too busy trying to look rich than actually being rich. I'm going to bring you guys this story here.
It's a place that claims to minister to the imperfect man. Now the man who runs it is in some big legal trouble.
How you buying a Bentley running the church?
At first, neighbors thought Reverend Clarence J. Smith Jr. was going to do something good for the block.
But then it started to kind of look iffy a little bit. You know, like he was coming around in Jordans and Bentleys and new cars. And I'm like, wait a minute, you know, pastors don't do that.
The 45-year-old has been indicted on federal charges, claiming he stole more than $800,000 from programs intended to feed kids who live in impoverished neighborhoods.
It's very sad and then do it in this community.
Court records allege he deposited checks into his own bank account, then used the money to buy a $142,000 Bentley like this one.
It's like, who can buy a Bentley?
Investigators say he tried to cover it up, claiming his financial records had been damaged in a flood. Smith, who posts a lot on social media about second chances and redemption, wasn't at his church Friday, but neighbors say he often sleeps there, though it doesn't hold services anymore. Questions still remain about how Smith was able to get the money in the first place. In 2011, he pleaded guilty to stealing $100,000 from an elderly man in DuPage County. Why federal authorities would then cut him $100,000 checks less than 5 years later is unclear.
If it's true, which I think that it is true, he needs to get whatever he deserves.
We reached out to Reverend Smith's lawyer today. He had no comment. We did hear back from the Illinois State Board of Education. They say he ran a daycare at this facility. That is why he was part of the food program. They noticed something was wrong back in 2016. They cut him off from the program, but by then he already owed $3.3 million. Reporting tonight in Lawndale, Megan Dwyer.
$3.3 million. Whoa. What's going on, James Hudson? Oh boy is correct. Boy, oh boy. Why would you be giving this man all this money? State of Illinois. I don't understand. And that's another thing. The pastors is one of the people you want to question the most. To be honest, the pastors are involved in sex scandals. The pastors are involved in every scandal that you could possibly imagine. These pastors are in it. I wouldn't leave, and people leaving their children along with the pastor. The pastor is supposed to be someone as a messenger from God. They're the biggest pimps. You reading from a book that says give all your money away. You reading from a book that says the rich go to hell or have a hard time getting into heaven. You read out a book that says it's a sin. Greed is a sin. Now, you mean to tell me you couldn't buy your Honda, Dodge Charger, Toyota, a $20,000 car, $15,000, even a $30,000? I give you that. And you know, it's people that are duped by some of these pastors, because if they give, let's say if they even if they make $2 million that year and they give back $5,000, people are satisfied. Oh my God, he did great for the poor. He bought y'all a couple $100 in groceries and gave a couple grocery giveaways, and y'all are like, oh my God, he did a lot for the poor. I know he drives a $142,000 Bentley. Imagine what his house looked like. That's nothing compared to if he spent for just his car $142,000. Look at Creflo Dollar, 2 and 3 mansions, $92 million, and the average household in Atlanta from Creflo Dollar's congregation is less than $30,000. And y'all okay with giving this man all of your money, and there's no businesses in the Lawndale community? There's no businesses in Atlanta where Creflo Dollar and T.D. Jakes and all these pimps come from? Y'all okay with that? Come on, man. This is the only thing. This is why it's a matter of state of emergency. Why am I so passionate about stuff like this? Because where does our money go? Our money stay in our hands less than 4 hours. The reason it stay in our hands less than 4, 7 hours, something like that, is because as soon as we get our dollar, we take out, we get paid Friday, we go straight to church, give all our money up. And they go straight out of our community and buy a Bentley. Nobody needed a Bentley. And you're okay. I was filming outside a protest outside a church where Ronna went to. What's going on? I try, you know what? I got so many different channels. I go live on all of them. I'm gonna try to get sucked into this hustle. Yeah, it's a straight hustle. Straight hustle. And a lot of pimps are like, woo, wait a minute, there's a lot of money in the church. Those people giving good money. Well, let me get a $1,000 donation, $2,000, $10,000 donation. Need another Benz, need another Hummer. What idiot would fall for that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm thinking, man, that man stuff, what am I doing? I'm doing something wrong, because I need to be in that church. I need to be pimping for some money for a Benz and a Bentley. Straight up, I'm in the wrong business, because these pimps, man. And it's so hilarious how people are so easily fooled. I was in my Facebook Live, I was saying that, no doubt, blacks, we don't question anything. We just accept everything. We mind our own business for everything. But you go into a white community, they be like, hey, Donald, wait a minute. How'd you afford that Bentley, buddy? Aren't you a pastor? Oh, yeah. They question you. They question on how you got that. They know 2 and 2 ain't adding up. But the people you were supposed to service, the children, trauma to the brain is trauma to the brain. Once you're in poverty, and which a lot of these kids are, because we too busy spending 98% of our money outside our community. What's the word on the street about R. Kelly? I know his brother. I had his brother on one of my shows. I'm gonna have his brother on another one of my shows. I could try to get R. Kelly brother on now. I could try to face chat him, but I'm supposed to be going live with R. Kelly brother. You know, I'm hearing different rumors about the case, but everything on it is about his girlfriends now. But anyway, with this is that these children who need that money, and my thing is this: a lot of our millionaires, they give to the wrong causes. Please give me. I'm gonna respect somebody that put 10 businesses like they do in Chinatown. Chinatown, there was a billionaire. He was a billionaire. He said, you know what, in Chicago, he just dropped $18 million for them to buy hotels. He said, I don't want y'all going to their hotels. I want that money to stay in Chinatown. So I'm gonna buy y'all hotels. Anybody come from China, go there. I want y'all money to stay there in your community. Never would you see a homeless Chinese person here. And they just got here. If they come to America January 18th, 2020, they would have a job January 18th, 2020. That's real. I didn't even notice that I didn't have my...
WGN News.
I'm going to redo this.
Is New Life Impact Church right behind me. It's a place that claims to minister to the imperfect man. Now the man who runs it is in some big legal trouble.
How you buying a Bentley running the church?
At first, neighbors thought Reverend Clarence J. Smith Jr. was going to do something good for the block.
But then it started to kind of look iffy a little bit.
Yeah, and the other thing is this, how stupid can you be? You don't even be discreet about it. That's probably how he got caught. He probably wouldn't even got caught had he been discreet. Had he been low key. But my man had to go out. He's so busy trying to impress the world. We too busy trying to pretend to look rich than to actual be rich. We would rather look rich than to be rich. We gotta buy new clothes, gotta buy new shoes and new cars, and to be renting. We still renting instead of, and then we cry about, we don't have businesses, we don't have opportunity. Our older generation still teaching let's beg for jobs. Why don't you create a job? Here go a man that had over $3 million and created not one business in the Lawndale community. Meantime, everybody got to go to Orland Park to shop. Everybody got to go outside the community because we don't have any businesses. Our millionaires, billionaires are too busy buying Bentleys. All of them got a Bentley. First thing you do, get an NFL contract, basketball contract, rap contract, you will buy a Bentley. Yeah, my man is facing federal charges and he's going straight to jail. And good. I'm glad he is going to jail. And I tell people, man, stop giving to some of these churches, man. Look, if you want to give to a good cause, send your money to me. I spend it in a good way. Somebody said you a G when you could go in the lower pocket. You a for real gangster. This dude is you a tough guy when you can rob the Lord. And you can rob God. You a gangster for real. But anyway, I want to bring y'all this mess. You know I can't stand the Creflo dollars. Cause God told you that you needed a $92 million jet. You too fly to fly commercial. You too fly to be like the rest. So you need your congregation to spend their money on you. You don't give nothing back. If I had that type of money, man, it'll be businesses. Therefore, that money can be recycled, come back into the community, It'll be a McDonald's on the corner. It'll be everything, bing, 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 bing. A new business on every single corner in Lawndale. Therefore, the children would have jobs. The community would be flourishing. It'd be less violence, less gangs, less killings. Come on, man. Common sense ain't so common. It just ain't, people. It is not that common. Anyway, come to my Facebook page for all the people sending me stories. Shout out to everybody that's sending me stories. Daryl, a few other people are emailing me stories. Keep them coming. Follow me. I'm about to try to get my Instagram. I'm about to get that Instagram up. Somebody told me I can upload videos on Instagram. I thought it just had to be on your cell phone. So I'm about to try to create that. My Twitter. My Twitter is at my outro, y'all. Follow me on Twitter. And then y'all can just link some of the stories y'all send me on Twitter. For those of y'all that watching, those of y'all that rock with my videos, follow me on Twitter. Like and subscribe to all my other channels. I'm going to put links to those as well. And I'm going to comment on the video from those other channels. Make sure y'all follow me, especially on Facebook. I do most of my shows on Facebook now. They know I can't even monetize this channel. It's bull. I went to monetize it, and it was like, nope, denied. So that's why I haven't been doing a lot of shows on this channel, because I can't monetize it. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. I'm honestly doing this for fun on this channel. So if any of you guys get any questions, let me know. But the thing with R. Kelly is everybody is focusing on his girlfriends. That one of them went back home, and I'm glad about that. And I'm actually his brother and his cousin. I know personally, both of them. But you know, I don't do celebrity gossip too tough. So anyway, like, subscribe, let me know what you think about this video. Peace.